Turning now to the virus here at home, the state's going to release new data about the situation in San Diego County tomorrow. And County Supervisor Nathan Fletcher joins us live with the latest here. Supervisor, thanks as always for joining us. Looking at the latest numbers, how would you say the county's doing right now?
Well, I would say we continue to do good. San Diegans, by and large, are really adhering to the measures, and because of that, we've had not seen a significant uptick in our cases. Obviously, we'd like to see our case counts descending. We're not seeing that. We are seeing in recent days a little bit of an increase, but my hope is that tomorrow we remain in red. But we have to remember those state numbers have a 2-week delay on them, and so it tells us in large part where we've been, not where we're going, and so we have to really continue to be vigilant, to follow the orders, to trust the science, to believe that this is real, in hopes that we can get our numbers down.
So can we look a couple weeks in the rearview mirror and kind of figure out where we're going to be as far as which tier we might end up in? I mean, is there any concern that maybe a slight increase that we have seen could send us the wrong direction, or are we 2 weeks away from taking that step?
Well, it's difficult to know for certain because the state metric is on a more accurate formula based on date of illness onset. So what we report out every day is the test results we get. The way the state determines is those people are contacted and you're asked, when did you first feel sick? And so you give a more accurate date to it. But because of that, there has to be a week lag. I'm hopeful. Last week our case count had us in purple, but because we were doing more testing than most counties, we got some credit for that, an adjustment factor. And so I'm hopeful again that we stay in red. But the conversation we really want to be having is how close are we to descending into orange? Not are we at danger of moving up a tier. And in order to do that, we're just all going to have to continue to be very mindful and work very hard. At times there's still a debate, as you just saw playing out nationally, about how real this is, how serious this is. Can you get it? What are the impacts? And so my hope is that everyone, regardless of who they're supporting for president, can recognize the reality and seriousness of what we face and really take action to be safe and protect other people.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a reality check given what we've seen play out over the last week. Supervisor, yeah, the county recently opened testing sites for teachers and students and staff. How has the response been so far to that? And do you think it's appropriate for schools to return to in-person classes? I know we've seen it at least in part in a number of spots throughout the county.
Well, I think, Andrew, we've got to do everything we can to give schools a fighting chance to open safely. And obviously it has to be done safely. It isn't just cramming a bunch of kids in an indoor class like schools looked in the past, but there is a way that schools can do this, and the schools are consulting with some of the best public health experts. But there's a lot of kids out there where virtual learning just may not work for them, or it may not be an option for their family. And so I believe we've got to do everything we can to support our schools so that parents who choose to and schools that feel comfortable reopening can do that. I've pushed millions of dollars to support testing for teachers and for staff. We worked incredibly hard to make testing available for any child in San Diego County. And so we're certainly doing everything we possibly can to support our schools, understanding this is difficult, but also understanding that if they're going to open, they're going to do it safely.
Okay, last week a city employee tested positive for COVID-19 after attending a San Diego City Council meeting. Have any county workers tested positive?
Well, we have had a number of county workers test positive over the duration of the pandemic. We've got 18,000 county workers, many of them frontline workers, public health nurses who are dealing with COVID folks, along with folks that engage with the public. For our Board of Supervisors meetings, we've had them virtual, where all the supervisors are dialing in remote, casting votes and having our discussion and debate. And so we haven't had the same potential in a public Board of Supervisors meeting where everyone is together in one room. But again, whether it's that case, whether it is what seems to be half of the Trump staff testing positive, I think this is a powerful reminder that people have to be very careful. And, we say it over and over again, but it bears repeating. Wear a mask to protect yourself, but to protect others. Avoid large indoor gatherings, physically distance from folks who are not in your household, wash your hands. And if we'll all do that every day, we won't stop every case, but we will slow the spread and we will save lives.
Lastly, Supervisor, I want to ask you, we have one event coming up where many of us will get together, for obvious reasons, which is Election Day is 4 weeks from tomorrow. Obviously, there's a lot of different ways to kind of go about it, whether it's early voting or voting by mail. But let me know, if you can, how the county worked with the registrar's office to determine polling locations and new safety measures and kind of laying that out so that we can have the election in as safe a way as possible.
Well, the county has worked incredibly well. We have a great registrar of voters, Michael Vu, who's very committed to making sure that every single San Diegan who's eligible can cast a ballot and ensure that that valid ballot is counted, but also do so in a safe way. And so, being consistent with state law and the guidance about how many polling locations you've needed, we have outlined and placed those there, and then followed all of the most stringent safety protocols to make sure that it's a safe environment for people to come in. But the other thing, Andrew, is every registered voter in San Diego County, many today or tomorrow, will be receiving an absentee ballot that has postage paid. All they have to do is fill out that ballot and put it in the mail, and their vote will be counted. And so we think we're going to see significant numbers of folks vote by mail. It's obviously been increasing every election, but every San Diegan is going to get a ballot in the mail, and they will have the option to fill that out in the safety of their own home. And mail it back to the county, where we will ensure that it is counted properly.
And again, it's 4 weeks from tomorrow is election day, so get it done early. Don't procrastinate till the end, so you make sure that it goes well and you follow the instructions. Supervisor Fletcher, thanks for your time and your insight as always. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Andrew.